Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sunday stream. Sunday stream. Whoa, it's way out of left field. Hope everyone is doing well. We're gonna get into these shenanigans here. We'll start off on the old Bitcoin. Let me just get all of this kind of closed down here. Turn off this volume, and we'll just start with taking a peek at the higher time frames. All right, so we'll just look at the daily chart here. Obviously, we're just ripping, and now we've established this range here. It's been swept to the lows, swept to the highs. All right, so really anything can happen here, but it does look like we are priming for an up move. Let me know if my sound is okay. Hope my mic is all right. It seems to be, but just let me know if everything's all right. Okay, so what we can look for this week, among other things, is just the way price starts to open up and what it's going to start to hunt, right? So the first thing we have to think about is liquidity. And right now we have our Friday close right around here and we're trading quite a bit above it. All right, sound is a little low. Okay, 1 second, and I will try to resolve that. So hopefully Friday will come on back down. Is that better, Zulon? Let me know if that is a little bit better. If not, I will continue on the rising. All right. So we have to be prepared for, liquidity runs, right? So let's see if Bitcoin can get back to Friday's close on Monday, which is a pretty typical thing for it to happen, right? Sort of reset the weekend shenanigans, and then we can get on our way, right? So obviously we've got the all-time high, which came in on the 5th, right? Now, interesting is going to be this low here from last week, all right? So Monday's low is a prime spot for price to come back if we are ranging around here, okay? That's if we come back down. If price just starts to motor to the upside, then good luck with that. Sounds a little low. Does it still sound a little low, Zulon, or is it better? Let me know if you could. Appreciate that. So that is going to be really what I'm looking for, is the pullback into Friday's close and see if that holds and if it starts to go back up. If not, I'm going to be watching the Asia Open quite closely, all right? So what I'll be looking for on the lower time frames. Much better. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Would be Oh, I may as well leave that up. Okay, so here we are right now, trading above Friday's close, you see. And let me just make sure I have this done. Oh, no, I do not. All right. No, that is what I want. Yep, Friday. We're on Friday. D-Box, good. All right, so yeah, see if price can come back down here, sort of reset the weekend shenanigans, and then start to head back up. We are trading above the Friday's high, so that's a pretty good sign. but again, it is weekend, so sometimes the weekend can be a little bit deceiving. But what I will be looking for is some sort of Monday open like this, where Monday came down, swept Friday's close, and then comes back up. And then obviously we got an inside bar on Tuesday. These boxes just represent the days, all right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then see if price can continue to move in an upward direction. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking for. And then I will play it off from there. There are some pretty decent levels below us, but they're pretty far away and we're very close to the high, right? So not really sure how that's gonna play out yet. Of course, we have to wait and see. But if price does decide to hold the Friday's close and maybe establish a Monday low around this level, look for it to really move up, I would imagine. So on the Tuesday, maybe sweep the Monday's low and then rip to the upside. So it's really important to see how Monday opens and how things shape up. We also do have a naked point of control down here on a TPO chart. I don't have it marked out. Well, I have it marked out, but I have it in a folder. I'm not going to put it up there. But there's a lot of stuff down to the lower end that can be really valuable for us. And if we do approach those levels, we'll definitely go over that stuff. But for the most part right now, I really want to see how price opens up this evening when Asia opens. And I'll be really closely watching that. In other news, it's really the same thing. We've got the NASDAQ here coming off of a stellar week, putting in all-time highs again. So that should be another interesting scenario for us. Hopefully we get a nice pullback here. That's what I would be hoping for. Would love to catch a nice big short on this, but let's see how that goes. So here again is our Friday close. That's the closing range for the week. So we really have to see how Monday shapes up and starts trading through this. All right. There is an interesting story here with Microsoft. So be careful with Microsoft. And if Microsoft starts to tank, then it's going to bring a little bit of negativity into the NASDAQ as well, and all the indexes really. There's the China story where China has basically banned Microsoft. They're phasing out Microsoft, and Huawei is going to be their new operating system provider. So that's kind of bad. That's bad for Microsoft, but let's see what they can do. Luckily, Bill Gates owns all the farmland in America, so they should be all right. Should be all right. So yeah, be careful. Be careful in the markets. It just got announced, so it's not like it's going to happen right away. But we're not that far away from earnings coming out next month, so I don't think it'll affect earnings for this quarter either. But if earnings look bad and that happens, it could have a bit of a snowball effect on Microsoft, and we could get a real nice correction on it. Another interesting note here. So just scanning, I brought this up in the Discord. This is our analysis chart of the week here. Is Adam, all right? So if we look on a weekly chart here, it's even better than the daily. Come on now. We have been pretty much just on a downward trajectory here, and then we got into this range, and now we've swept the range low and we broke back into it. And the very interesting thing for me is this volume surge here. So in November and then into December, we've got some real volume kicking in on the bullish side. So this is our going to be our analysis of the week chart, so I'm not really going to get too much into it, but very interesting to see this volume kicking in. So this could be primed for a pretty decent move. It's been one of the underperformers. So let's see how that goes. And even on this weekend, I mean, the volume, last week, the volume was great, pushed to the downside, but has quickly bought back up. So really interesting one to look for, I would say. Not necessarily, getting too bullish on it, but it definitely could be providing a really good move here. All right, moving on to ETH. I think ETH is, really where it's at right now. Personally, for me, I'm enjoying ETH a little bit more than Bitcoin. And let's see if ETH can also make a push. It looks very similar to Bitcoin. And also looks very similar to all the alts with this massive drop here on Monday. And seems to have found support down here in this old fair value gap. Not a great fair value gap, but had already been mitigated. So will be very interesting to see how this plays out as well. Right now they are printing a bit of a trap here. So you can see you've got lower highs and higher lows. So they seem to be printing this really ugly diamond pattern here, which could be a bad sign. All right, so right, not that I'm a pattern trader, but diamonds do seem to be one of the more reliable sort of patterns. All right, now the downside on this trend line is not great. You would have to maybe wait for a pullback into here and then let it kind of run its course, but not a great look there. But at the same time, would I be looking to short ETH right now? Not quite yet. So what I would need to do it would be on the daily chart for us to actually come down and take this low and then have a pullback and then potentially look for a good entry there. Keeping in mind that this could definitely just be a daily time frame two-legged pullback, but nonetheless, it does look like a trap right now. So could go either way, but I would personally look to long it regardless. All right, any questions? Anybody got any questions? No chats? What's going on in there? Nothing, hey? Okay. So that is really it for the ETH as well. It's also looking, we do need to get some pullbacks happening sooner or later, but doesn't seem like that's happening yet. And it looks like the volume is really coming into the alts, which is a good thing. What do you think about Dogecoin? Everybody asks about Dogecoin. Let's take a peek at the old Doge. I was looking at it yesterday. I think it's, hey Doge. Potential short or long on ETH. Yeah, I can get a little bit more into that. So for Doge, I think it looks really good right now. There's a lot of resistance we're going to run into around here. So this would be a zone, and this is the 15-minute chart. I realize that, but it's really what we got to get above short term. So we have here this really massive zone of resistance here that's held as support previously. So it's a pretty big zone already on the 15-minute chart. That's why I wouldn't really want to go down much lower. And then you've got this order block right here. Very nasty order block. Let's take a quick peek at volume. All right, so you see that volume coming down. All right, there's going to be a lot of potential liquidations here. They likely happened already. So hopefully people were smart here while this was going down. But yeah, quite a bit of volume on this whole down move, and then ending with that crazy candle, that last candle down. So I'm pretty sure everybody will be wrecked out of this position already, but you never know. Some guys might be holding on to weird dreams. All right. We also have a nice W formation here. We've put in a level 1 really, and now we're looking to push up. So this is what I'd be concerned about as far as Doge goes. For a potential pullback to get in on it, I would be looking for these two little lows here to get swept. So something like that, right? You could look at this as a zone. And then look for your fib pulls here. All right, you've got a golden pocket right underneath that zone. So that's a pretty nice little zone there to just come back down, sweep that up, and then go. As far as the Friday close goes, we're all the way up here. So this is just weekend sort of trying their luck here. So hopefully it goes up, I would imagine. And again, I say imagine. So let's take a peek here at ETH. What do we got here? Any specific zones for potential short or long? All right, so we'll go over the potentials here. So zones of interest. We've got pretty much a range high that we're at right now. So and the all-time high, obviously. All right, so I'd suggest that this is just a massive zone here for us to try to break through. All right. The first thing I would be interested in would be a swing failure pattern of the high if I was looking for the short. Okay, so if price comes up, sweeps the high, wicks through it, and then comes back down, or even a failed auction, so you might get a little consolidation up here, and then if it breaks below, but I'd be looking for entries on a much lower time frame. So watch a drop happen, let it either form some bearish market structure on like the 5-minute or the 3-minute or 1-minute chart, leave some fair value gaps, and start showing you that price is gonna be wanting to go to the downside. All right. If we're looking for longs, I mean, that would be the only thing I'd be looking to short right now. All right, that would be it. If we're looking for longs, this is a bit of a crazy range here, but so we've got real nice structure here that should hold. Got a big volume node here. All right, another one down here, and you see this range point of control is holding real nicely. So this is definitely a zone of interest anywhere into these wicks. All right, if that fails, all of these consolidations actually look pretty good, but this one I wouldn't really bother with. There's a nice high volume node there on this consolidation. And then here we've got the imbalances to fill out. So are we going to come down to 2000? I'm not going to say no, because it definitely could happen. We are just in a range. So the whole key would be, do we break this to the upside or not? If we can't break it and we start to come back down, that would be my first point of interest, really looking inside of these wicks. So get on the lower time frames and see what we can find, which we'll do in a second. And then fair value gaps and the value area low. I mean, it just looks quite fantastic. you know, you've got a really concrete resistance. Fails miserably there, but then holds. So it hasn't really been tested yet. But I would see this as a pretty relevant zone. This whole zone down here with the value area low. Hey Marshall Law, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Any questions? Just let them rip, Marshall Law. It's pretty casual here, especially on Sundays. Casual Sunday. I'm still in my pajamas. No, I'm not, but I probably should be. So that would be sort of what I'd be looking at all the way down there, all right? Pulling a fib from here, you've got this low, you've got this low. I personally like this low right here, and that's because of the quick expansion out of the zone, so that's where it gets real aggressive and just starts to rip. And this is more of just a range that we were in. So, yeah, fair value gap low there, but that fair value gap's already been hit. But then we have this fresh one in here. That's pretty nice. 786 will be too nice. No, I'm not saying I expect it. No, I didn't say I expect ETH sub 3,000. I'm just saying if it goes here, like you just never know, right? So there's no expectations. Like I trade, so I don't really expect anything. I just watch what happens and I react to what happens. I don't really chase it. I don't try to get crazy ideas in my mind, because then I'm not really going to be watching the charts. I'm going to be listening to my crazy ideas. So, I mean, we were there not long ago, right? So it's not unheard of that you come back and clean up the imbalances that have been left behind, right? Now, so what I'm saying is, I believe upside is the way here, but if we can't break the all-time high and get out of this upper zone of resistance here, and price starts to come back, this is what I'll be looking first, would be this point of control, and these wicks. We'll get into that in a second on the lower time frame. This zone of consolidation is really nice, and then if that breaks, you know, so you just have to be kind of ready for everything, right? If you want to, if you're hodling, it's one thing, but if you're looking to trade this, right, you got to really just be aware of all of these potentials. So is it probable? You know, I would say not, but it could definitely happen. And it will one day. So might not happen now, but ETH will be back here, guaranteed. Sort of like Bitcoin will revisit 30K. It's pretty much guaranteed. All right, so let's get into the lower time frames here, and I'll just mark out these wicks so that I know what I'm looking for. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Ooh. All right. So on the 15-minute chart, it's been played out. That wick is gone. So that's where I'd be starting to really hone in on this zone here. So there you go. That's the value area high, right? Now this is on a 15-minute chart, so it's going to look a little bit different, but yeah, that's a cute little zone right here, all of this. All right, so we've got a order block here, 2 fair value gaps here. I've just marked it out as 1. Let me just change color here. Oh, come on. Come on, Magnet, do your job. Yeah, so there you go. Golden pocket off of that wick in that fair value gap. So that's a pretty interesting little zone right there. It is very interesting. So that would be probably my first level of interest for a long, but I wouldn't trust this as a swing trade. I'd be getting in this, taking profit quickly, and then hoping that it turns into a banger of a day trade and maybe comes back up to the highs, right? And that's of course assuming that we don't push this high higher, then this fib will be invalid. You'll have to take another pull. You know, this low's kind of ugly looking. I also wouldn't be surprised if we sweep this. So that would be just a typical previous week's low sweep, right? That was our previous week's low, I believe. Yep. So that would be my second zone of interest. It's rejected off the 1272. So that's a nice bit of a nice case to add to that swing failure pattern. We've got the 1618 extension right above the all-time high. And the two up there. Yeah, I was not looking for more evidence for a swing failure pattern, but that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. In time, price always returns to where it has been. This is very true, martial law. Very true. Laura Russo, indeed, but we need to know if it is before this bull run on alt or after in the bear market. Yeah, that's also that's like crystal ball stuff. So we'll figure that out when it happens. That's when it will be decided, is when it happens. Merry Christmas, Una. Taking the rest of the year off trading. All right, Builder Bab, that sounds good, buddy. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, but that's it. Potential two-legged pullback, definitely. So it could definitely come down and sweep these lows, right? If we're talking about the same legs, right? First leg, second leg, could definitely be that, and that really wouldn't be, that would not surprise me in the slightest, all right? Because this low does, you know, as much as it accomplished, which it did do quite a bit. You know, I still don't really like it that much. I would like to see a revisit to this wick. I really would. Most of it's been collected already, obviously, on this wick, and then this wick mostly got collected here, but it would make sense to me for it to come on back. So that's I think where I'd be looking at short term would be that right there. And then of course, if it does break down, we've got the point of control here, larger time frame golden pocket, 0.5. I think that's where I would be looking, right? And then I'd be remiss to not look for naked points of control, so that I would be looking on exo charts. You can also use the session volume profile here. Oh. I'll just delete that for now. Okay, so in this zone above the point of control, we really have nothing. And all the way down, no, nothing. So first naked point of control is down here at 2,919. And you've got another one. So it's really in that zone of those imbalances where we're getting down to that value area low. So yeah, 2,000-ish, 2,000, they start around 2,597 up to 2,919. So that's very interesting. Everything else has been pretty much cleaned up here. All right, we've got one here at 3,000. What is that? 3,485, just below the range point of control. No, we don't, because it got swept. Yeah, never mind. We got nothing. There is nothing there in terms of that. So, yep, in terms of that, it's there. But the TPO chart might say something different. So you might be able to find some naked TPOs. I will do a deeper dive on this, and I'll do a update tomorrow and post it. In my opinion, I like to hedge with cheap VIX just in case. Yeah. Exponential with geopolitical stuff going on. Yeah, it's getting a bit weird, but I think the markets, if you're trading crypto, or like my bread and butter is NASDAQ futures, and when geopolitics is going off the rails, then so is the NASDAQ futures for the most part. So just look to short, look to long, just treat it as always. Risk management is key in those times. Obviously, you've really got to protect yourself. Yeah. So I think that would be what I'd really be looking for right now. But again, it's all going to depend how the days shape up. All right. So that's really what I'd be looking for here. Let me just get rid of a bunch of this stuff now. Okay, gotta update this. So here we go for last week here. We've closed out. That was all right. So there's our Friday close. So I'm really going to watch how this shapes up over the week. And I would say for sure we're going to take one of these out, right? So it depends which one we're going to go up for. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth. Uh-oh. You guys, am I getting a lot of... I play both ways inverse with strict risk management. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Let me just see something. There's something going on here with my internet connection. All right, I'm only going to go on for about another 15, so we'll just try to get through this. Guys, If you like it, smash the like buttons. I'm supposed to say that. Show me some love. And I'll do a deep dive on this and post up my ETH deep dive tomorrow on a live stream. All right, and we could talk about it. Like David Frost says, the trend is your friend till she throws your shit out the window. Yep, this is very true. Very true. Most people just say the first part of that wonderful little "the trend is your friend" business, but the full narrative there is the trend is your friend until the bend in the end, and then you gotta figure out what's getting bent and what's getting slammed. So never mind. Moving on. But this is kind of what I trade on the daily. I add a few more things. Obviously, I'm a big sessions trader, so this is how I'm going to look for this to kind of shape up. Are we, because it's really the same thing every week. You come down and you take the previous week's low, or you go up and you take the previous week's high, right? So this week we went down, grabbed the previous week's low, and act accordingly. Yeah, act accordingly. Protect yourself. So yeah, hey, Crypto Viking is in the house. Wee. Yeah. So that's it really for ETH. That's what I would say for now. So I really want to see how Monday, Tuesday shape up and how it relates to Friday. Right? I'm a big believer in price actions. So when I'm looking at these candles, I just sort of see a big daily candle here, right? So yep, but that's where I'd go with that for now. Watch those levels and see how it plays out. Not much, Mr. Viking. What's going on with you? How's Thailand? Hope you're not having too much fun with the lady boys. Or whatever. Have fun with the lady boys. I don't know. Up to you. Not much. We're just hanging out, doing a little bit of light Sunday TA. Getting ready for Asia to open up in a few hours here. It's hot. Is it humid? That's the one thing I can't take is the humidity, man. I like heat, but I like a nice dry heat. It's hot. All right, so that's pretty much gonna wrap it up here. It's just a quick one, but it's Sunday. There's not much going on, right? You're going live tomorrow in Norwegian. Good man. Good man. For those of you who aren't in our Discord group, which there's a link, Zulu1 keeps on putting up the link. It's not that humid in Bangkok. That's good to hear. Crypto Viking is our number one man there. So he is Norwegian. So he that's why he's the Crypto Viking. So if you guys want to get in on the Discord, join the link. It's a pretty chill community. We do lives every day, pretty much. Saturdays not, but pretty much every day we do live lounge sessions, and pretty interactive. A bunch small communities, so nothing major and no big headaches. Don't worry about too many notifications or anything. You'll only get one a day from me, and that's really it. But if you want to hone your skills, talk to people who don't really, there's no real maxis in there. We focus more on trading. We don't focus on hodling or investing or anything. So if you want to learn how to trade, it's a good place to be. If you want to learn how to hodl, just buy it and hodl it. Then when you make money, sell it. Don't hodl it too long. That's your non-investment advice. So anyways, yeah, I think that's really how I'm looking at ETH right now, but I really am interested to see how it opens up. And also Atom, I think is looking very interesting. That's a coin I'm going to be watching. A lot of the coins that didn't really take off with the rest of them I'm looking at, but Atom is one that I do believe good things are coming. Hi Unit, time for a quick peek at Sol. Yeah, we could do a quick peek at Sol. Let's hit it. go. Soul busting out of the channel. Too bad it's Sunday. So for those of you who don't know me and first time viewers here, I don't trade on the weekends. All right. So you'll often hear me say, "Too bad it's the weekend," because I really don't trade on the weekends. It's just one of my trading rules. Once in a while, you'll see me take a position on a Sunday, but it's very, very rare. So that is a bit of a good sign. Not gonna lie. That's the channel that I was telling Frank to watch for. So in price, I think what'll happen now is Eric's got yeah. Usually what we look for now is this to be a fake out. All right. So your first hit outside of a channel is generally going to be a fake out, and then you look for it to put in a new extreme, right? So it'll come down and either take out this low or this low. But sometimes it will play tricks with you, right? So we definitely have a very nice looking potential W formation here. So if this just comes back and maybe sweeps this low, that might do it. Even this low. But definitely look for it to put in a new lower low here off of something, off of one of these, all right? If it comes back into the channel. And then if it starts to rip, what we'll look for is we'll just get down on the lower time frames and look for a good reason. So for example, if we're going to look on the 1 minute chart, that's pretty cute right there. Nice little fair value gap there. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. This is a cute little zone right here, I'm not gonna lie. Really too bad it's Sunday. Let's see what happens for a couple minutes here with this. So we've got a little order block right here. Mitigated fair value gap, so it makes sense for it to come all the way down. And then see if it could turn off of this. I still wouldn't trust it as far as I could throw it because I think it should put in a new low. And not on the 1 minute chart. I'd want to see that at least on the 15. But again, it's Bloody Sunday, so this could be a cute scalp coming up here. Could definitely be a cute scalp. The one dumb thing is this candle. That's what I call a dum-dum candle. It's kind of like this one here. Dum-dum candles. Where you see that, you've got a relatively decent move up, and then you get a huge volume spike to the upside after you've already gone up. But you understand why it happens. You've got a high here, price breaks, closes above the high, all the breakout traders get in, and then their emotions are toyed with. So we got another one of those right here. So let's see what happens on this little OB here. So hits right into the box perfectly. Now let's see if we can get back above the range there, and let's see what it looks like on the 15-minute chart, so that it's not doing any weird stuff on the range. Nope, that looks good. About the same as that. That is a very low volume pushing this down. we'll just watch this for a couple minutes, see how it reacts. But I would expect, honestly, for it to put in an extreme, a new extreme. There it goes, that's gone. Order block, disrespected. So what I would look for would be something like, put in, again, take out one of those lows on the 15-minute chart. So, either one of them, it doesn't really matter which one it is. Let's say it comes down and sweeps that low, then what I'd be looking for is exactly something like this. The low gets put in, it pushes away, leaves a fair value gap, price then comes back into it, hits the fair value gap perfectly, and then goes. So that's what I'd be looking for on the lower time frames. Something of that nature, or some good price action patterns. That's a nice bullish engulfing right there. So swipe the order block, bullish engulfing, so still cute scalp there. Disrespected the order block though. Now we've got fair value gap here, tiny one there, not even worth really looking at, but that's a nice fair value gap right here. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I do believe that is going to do it, guys. Just a quick update. As far as, hold on. I'll just go a little bit further into SOL then. But this is honestly what we've just been raging downwards in this channel. All right. So I would be looking for a new extreme to be put in here now into the channel, and then for it to turn around. All right. Sometimes the new extreme will even come all the way down to the bottom of the channel, but I don't think that's very likely. Could happen, but I really don't think that's very likely. What I would also be very cautious about here are any peak formations that you see. So if you start to see M's or W's, because again we have now put a nice move up, and this could also be a two-legged pullback here. Come on, man. Come on, Magnet. Do your job. Still not, huh? There you go. So, I mean, that's pretty close to a measured move, 1-to-1, so two-legged pullback could be a possibility. Yeah, I like that. That's a good looking channel. Respect in the midline. A little bit of respect there. Takes it. Respect. Respect. And then it just sort of fortifies it here. So I like this little channel here on the 1 minute chart. I know it's a 1 minute channel, but I do like it. Let's check out what it looks like on the 15. I will do the MNT. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good on the 15-minute chart too. Yeah, so I'd keep an eye on this little channel here. This is a higher time frame channel. This is off the 4-hour chart, this big one. But this could definitely be the channel that we use to break out of here with. I really do like it. Really do like it. Yep, that's what I'd be looking at for Sol right now. Let's see here. Do I even have MNT on my? Yep. I do. Okay, let's. I don't think I have anything charted on this. I got a fib. Volume. Let's get this out of here for now. All right, that's a bit of a beast. Huh. Starting to look like the potential birth of a cup and handle. But Eric, you're in the Discord group, right? We'll do a deeper dive in the Discord on Sol. We'll get into it on the alt channel. I'll post some deeper dives. Let's see if we're getting up to, let's see here. All right, 4 more likes, guys. And tomorrow I will do the ETH deep dive live stream. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of a cup and handle potential here. Gonna be running into even more resistance up here. So it kind of looks like on the daily chart that it's just clearing resistances, right? So, you know, we had this high, get swept. Then we have probably the world's ugliest looking order block right there. It holds but gets really wicked through, and then price keeps pushing. Then you've got these equalish highs here at the same level. Now here, and now here. That's going to be other time frame shenanigans. Nope, came into the fair value gap there. So rejected off the fair value gap now. So really all that's left here is the order block and the all-time high. So that's really it. Let's take a peek at some 4-hour action. What do we got underneath this here? Okay, so we've got a 4-hour fair value gap at the low end of this order block. All right. So that's pretty much it for the resistance there. So let's just have a gander out here to see if this could be. Oh, that's pretty nice right there. Too bad it's the weekend. Because that's pretty decent right there. .5 right in that little order block there. That'd be nice. Clean up this fair value gap. This one's already gone. I mean, this one's pretty much gone, but let's see if it hit the 0.5 of this fair value gap. Yeah, it did. So that's a neat little trick there. I don't know for those of you who like trading fair value gaps. A lot of times the fair value gap will hold at the 0.5. It's already hit once and then it came back into it and then it's holding again. So starting to build up a little story for support level here on the 4-hour chart. Where you got support, so rejected there, rejected there, rejected there, and now support. Over here, there's not really much going on. You do have this crazy wick, which is the same thing that happened to everybody on that Monday. I kind of like this for a long. Oh, I really do, but I'd be looking to trade it up into this zone here. So that's still a massive trade there. But yeah, that's huge. 13%, 12%, 10%, however much you can get out of that. So I think I'd play it the same way. So again, tomorrow or this evening, start watching the Asia session, watch how it reacts, and then wait for it to sweep the low of Monday potentially on Tuesday, and then look to hop in on a long up to that zone there, and then watch for a reaction. If it does react off of here, anywhere in this order block, we could be putting in a cup and a handle here on the higher time frames. So that would be pretty interesting. I mean, that would be awesome. I would have to say it would be crazy for projections. Hooey. Where did you guys? Something like so. Right, doesn't have to happen in this time frame, right? Doesn't have to be that perfect, but if you were then going to be projecting that, it would be absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we'll take it from there. Yeah, that'd be pretty monstrous. Pretty monstrous move there, if that were to play out. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking for. Look for potential day trade or a couple day swing trade up into this level off of a long. You got to be pretty careful. Like if you know, it depends on your skill set. If you're skilled enough and you can catch a long, you know, sort of getting in as a scalp or a quick day trade, take some profit, move your stop loss up quickly, and then see if it does head that way. Again, need massive risk management. Massive. Yeah. Yeah, but I do like that. And there's not really much here that I'd be too worried about, especially on the daily chart. You're just looking at this imbalance here. This has already been hit. So not worried about it coming back there at all. It looks pretty clean. This wick zone here is potentially a nice zone there. So if it does hit, you know, that's probably where it'll come down to make that cup and handle if it did. Yeah. Yeah, and that's really it. Low KX. I like it. If you're in the long on that, I think you're good to go. Depends where you got in, obviously, but yeah, wait for a, don't wait, but we'll expect a reaction up here still, obviously. We're going up towards the highs, so that could definitely pose some problems. And that's about it, really. All right, no more likes. Can't get it up to 20 likes. 20 likes. It's only 4 away. But all right. I'm not here for the likes, man. I'm here for the TA anyways. No worries. Okay, but that's pretty much gonna wrap it up then. Again, I will see tomorrow. Try to do a because I didn't get the 20 likes. Now I can't do it because I said I needed 20 likes. So that's not cool, man. I'll do it anyways. No worries. I'll do it anyways. Do an update on ETH, sort of a deep dive, but it'll be later on in the day. Can't like twice, says the patchwork. No, yeah, that I understand. Don't worry. I know there's only 13 people in here, so I can't. Oh, there's 17. Look at that. 18. Oh my gosh, I think we could get 2 more maybe. We could maybe get 2 more out of this. I don't know. Anyway, there's 19. Holy, we only need 1 more now. Only 1 more. I think we could maybe pull this off. Lisa Vicken, hold coin. All right. There's 20 likes. I don't believe it. All right. So now I am definitely going to have to do a stream tomorrow. Good to see. All right. Hold coin. All right. I'll do 1 more then. We'll do hold coin. Hold coin, I know I don't have in my watch list. There's no way I've got hold coin in here. No. Okay. Da, 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 da. I used all my 4 accounts. Oh, Crypto Viking got me to 21 likes. So then I got to do another live tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's not really what I was looking for, but that's all right. Okay, so let's get on this hold coin. What is the handle on hold here? I see it here on KuCoin, hold coin. I don't want to look here, but is hold on Bybit? Oh, let me try this. Yeah, baby, it's on spot. Oh, on swap. No, that ain't it. All right. Okay, so look. Hey, Jesus. Ugh. Oh, okay. Wow. Lease. This is what do you want me to say about that? Can't get any worse. Look at how close to 0 this is. Okay. Damn, look at that pump and dump. Let me just quickly check the market cap on this. Uh, I mean, the liquidity is horrible. Yeah, this looks like a bit of a pump and dump coin. That's what I'm gonna be saying on that. See 160 mil. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, Lise, I hope you didn't buy a bag of this. Oof. Or if you did, I hope you bought it down here. Looks like a pretty typical pump and dump, but pretty typical. I mean, there's really not much to say about this craziness. Let's see if we can make any sense out of this on a 4-hour chart. Not really. It's a bunch of people getting rid of their bags. Well, a bunch of other people were buying it for some reason. So I'm not sure. Like it really looks like just a pump and dump scam, but and it's going to be tough to get any good information out of this. Like, it's not much of a market cap here. Volume. So you see that average volume for 30 days, 40 million. So it's not really a, you know, I wouldn't look at anything like this personally. I wouldn't even touch it. If it doesn't have volume, then it's highly manipulatable, and this sort of stuff can happen all the time. So I wouldn't touch it, but it doesn't look good. I also have no idea. I've never heard of this coin. All right, if in fact this is what I'm supposed to be looking at, I'm guessing it is because you're not correcting me at all, Lise. But yeah, it's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Like, I mean, there's really nothing here to analyze. It's just a quick spike now. So if, you know, this is pretty decent volume here, I'm surprised that it's carried on for a whole 2 days now. So it might be sort of coming alive or something, not really sure, but it looks like just a classic pump and dump. Let's see. You know, yeah, 120% in 1 hour. Let's take it down a bit here, even more. Yeah, half hour of pump. Half hour is all right. It starts to look like, you know, all right. All right, usually your classic pump and dumps are over in a couple of minutes, but but it is ugly, man. It's pretty ugly. And there's really nothing here. Like, even on the 15-minute chart, there's really nothing going on here. You had a big fair value gap. It all got eaten back up. on the pump and the dump. And then this guy gets taken back. Got a little fair value gap here that's already been mitigated. One down here that surprised that hasn't gone back down there yet, but there might have been some people that bought in and have some sort of weird dreams about this. But I'd be very cautious about this and see how the week plays into it. So one thing that I would be very skeptical about here is just if you're looking at any coins, you know, and you're unsure about them, you're not really too familiar with them, just look at the volume. And when you see this, like look at this during the week, and then you see this during the weekend, it's not a good sign. Really not a good look here. So not something I would recommend trading at all. I would just say stay the hell away from this. If you want to hodl some of it, you know, that might be something different. But again, I'm not a hodler. I just trade this stuff to make money. So yep, bit of a tough one on there. If you want lease, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're in our Discord group, but there's the link right there in the chat. Join us. You'll get some sort of clear answers about some of this stuff. But yeah, Holdcoin to me looks like a scam. That's what I would say. I could be wrong. I do believe that's what I'm looking at here. I could be wrong. So if I'm looking at the wrong thing, just let me know here. But I think it's right. Hold USDT, right? That's on BitGet, KuCoin. Let's check it out on here real quick. No data here. Ooh. Yep. Garbage. Yep, garbage. May as well trade the Donald Trump stocks. That's what I'd say about that. Sorry if you bought that. I really am. Yeah. Not very helpful, I know, but there's really not much in there to talk about. There's nothing there. All right, on that sad note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to exit the building. Once again, if you want, join the Discord. It's a pretty casual environment. Pardon me. And yeah, we'll see you in there hopefully. If not, I guess I got 23 likes now, so I'm gonna have to do the old ETH deep dive tomorrow. So we'll work on that. For all the Discord VIPs in here, we'll see you at 6:30. Other than that, guys, stay safe. Watch out for the meme coins and talk soon. Thanks.